Welcome to Flashpoint Friday, a weekly series where I select one game at random from Flashpoint's archives and give it a try. And maybe, just maybe, the game might actually be good. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Flashpoint Friday. And this week we have a game called Hidden Numbers, Kung Fu Panda. And according to Flashpoint at least, it was put on by Games 2 Rule. And I've played a few of their games on the series already, and they are all hidden object games. So judging by that and the title of this game, I think we know what we're in for, a hidden object game. Assess your observing skill by finding the hidden numbers which are in Kung Fu Panda pictures. Avoid clicking unnecessarily, as otherwise your score will get reduced. Alrighty. So, yep, this seems like a similar deal as their other hidden object games. There's a whole bunch of numbers scattered all over this. Looks like still or a screenshot taken from the Kung Fu Panda movie. I don't really know what exactly this has to do with Kung Fu Panda, although I admit I've never actually watched any of the Kung Fu Panda films, so what do I know? Maybe numbers and finding them features heavily into the series, although somehow I doubt it. In any case, though, so yeah, we have 5 minutes to locate all these numbers, and I'm doing pretty good so far, if I do say so myself. It helps that the numbers are higher resolution than the picture itself. I think I'm going to go ahead and mute, because that loop is already getting on my nerves. Let's go there. That's number 11. And all you have is 9. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Where are you, number 9? There you are. Okay. Whoa, that level completed. It just zoomed right past us, didn't it? And the music's back on. I didn't ask to turn it back on, so I'm going to turn it back off. And we're off running. Already finding quite a few numbers here. There we go. And there we go. That took quite a few off in just the first 20 seconds. But I think I might stop after this session, though, because I think you get a pretty good idea of what this game is like here. There we go. Number 5. And we have 2 numbers left, 1 and 7. I could have swore that was a 7, but that was just part of the wood grain in the background. I should have known it was lower resolution. Huh. Now that I was so impressed with my finding the numbers early on, now I'm getting stymied by these few remaining. Well, there's 1. That was actually kind of a clever spot to put it, because it looked like part of the weapon there. So all we have left is 7. It's probably somewhere relatively obvious that the viewers are probably saying, Nostril, it's right there, why can't you see it? But as I've said many times in this series before, it can be surprisingly difficult trying to play a game and narrate at the same time for a video. It requires a surprising amount of multitasking. But yeah, where is this last number? I might have to cut the recording and get back to when I either find it or I run out of time, whichever happens first.
A few moments later.
Aha, there you are. All right. I think we're good, though. Yeah. I'll go ahead and... Well, looks like I'll probably have to restart the game to get back to the main menu, but I'll give you folks my thoughts. So that's Hidden Numbers Kung Fu Panda, and I gotta say, I'm not very impressed with this Hidden Objects game because the objects seem to have no relevance to the background images that they're set against. At least the other Games 2 Rule games that I've played so far have had objects that have been thematically consistent with the background, but this just seems like a quick cash grab or an attempt to capitalize on the success of the Kung Fu Panda films by just shoehorning it into a completely unrelated topic. So, who would I recommend this to? Maybe if you have kids who are like diehard Kung Fu Panda fans and they don't really care about the relevance and such, and they'll just lap up anything Kung Fu Panda branded and such. They might get some passing enjoyment out of this, but everyone else, yeah, this seems like a pretty low effort entry. And honestly, even hardcore Kung Fu Panda fans who are kids probably deserve better than this. So, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Flashpoint Friday, and take care, everyone.